in Dulue. Bigger than I expected.
You do not need to murmur it. It is indeed very big. 3 deaths in 1 day. I mean, there is no way anyone can describe that if not tragic.
As the days go by, I'm beginning to understand even more the power of the truth.
But I feel you should have gone to see the chief priest instead of coming back home.
What if you asked me to go back home?
Oh.
I will handle it.
Oh, Mary, go. Oh, Mary, go. Without mixing words, we should be thinking of how to move forward.
I can't believe that in Zobiora and in Zechidoke are no more. Gone like that.
Zokeke, we have already buried the dead. This is no longer time to lament. We must move on. That's why we are here.
Nzeake Kuchawa, you are the one that convened this meeting. So we are going to allow you to define how we are going to proceed.
Exactly.
It is obvious that the gods have a hand in what happened.
Exactly what my spirit is telling me. But I wanted it to come from you. They were killed by the gods. So we have to be very careful going forward.
We cannot just conclude that we are killed by the gods. So it is not a conclusion that we can reach without a proper guide.
So who is going to give us a guide?
The same way we use Oba that will conclude in council here, never to consult again. But the question is, how do we do that? How?
Nzokeke. Ejolum kanju onye di. Ejolum kanju onye. Every aba no boju odolu. Oboju odolu. Kere ka anyị ga-esi kalụsịa ngene na atakulu ngene nụọ. Anyị kalụsịa abana, anyị bịakwasu abana nyi.
You trying to look at the say something now.
Who are you deceiving with your tears?
And what is the meaning of what you just said?
The rubbish they said is that the gods killed my father. And therefore, he will be forgotten now that he has been buried. We are not even permitted to mourn him. Deep down in my heart, I nurse this pain because you were the one that killed my father.
What exactly is going on? Are you trying to tell me that Silas, the owner of Omongene, was your father?
Yes. Oma was my father. You married him because of his wealth. Am I lying? Listen, woman, you're such a loser. I am in charge of his business and the co-signatory to all his accounts. As his next of kin, I will make sure you leave this house with nothing.
What? Am I dreaming? What is happening? That Silas is your father and you are his next of kin? He never told me that.
Well, I don't know what he told you. Oma was my father, and all this while he worked with the elders to become king. I was the one in charge of his businesses.
Silas, how could you do this to me? That means he lied to me. He never told me the truth.
I don't have an answer to that, but I will give you a condition.
A condition?
Yes.
What condition?
Okay, listen. You have not mourned your husband because you are not permitted to. So technically, you are not a widow. I will make you the mother of my children. Yes.
What? Have you gone mad? Can you hear yourself speak? You, my late husband's son, wants to make me his wife. What sort of abomination do you want to commit?
Listen, we are men that make money the hard way. Whatsoever you call abomination has nothing where we are. Whatsoever that belonged to my father now belongs to me. I will make you the mother of my unborn children. That is the only way you can remain here. But if you refuse, you are free to go. You have to leave before you see the other side of the son of the mafia.
I'm doomed. I am doomed. Silas, what did I ever do to you to deserve this? Hello? Hello, Mr. Benjamin. Please, I need a vital information from you because everything is crashing before my very own eyes.
I'm sorry about what happened. Please accept my condolences.
I also need you to make inquiries about the account.
I'm sorry, madam, but you can no longer make inquiries on the account. You are no longer a signatory to the account.
What are you saying? You gave me the form and I filled it. What are you saying?
Yeah, but then your late husband came to the bank later and changed it back to what it used to be. Edmond Ilo, his son, is the beneficiary of the account. If you need to know anything about the account, get him to make the call.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Oh my. I am finished. Silas. So all you did was for me to say yes? Oh, finished. What have I landed myself? What have I done?
I have already given her a condition that will guarantee her stay. If she agrees, then we are fine.
On what condition did you give her?
That she will be my wife. Yes. She will be the mother of my unborn children. If she refuses, she leaves.
Edmond, do you actually realize that Princess Asanze is older than you, sir?
And you think I cannot marry her? Makitu, give me a break. Age is just but a number. Makitu, my father made an excellent choice in her, and I am ready. I mean, I am prepared to love her genuinely.
Edmond, you better start in time to forget about that ambition of yours. Asanze can never agree to offer herself to you. Besides, it is even an abomination.
Then tell her to be prepared. She will go.
Your father dealt the gods and the ancestors, and he paid heavily for it. He paid the ultimate price. Do not make the same mistake.
And what has the gods and the ancestors got to do with my desire to marry a beautiful woman? Makitu, have you been looking at that babe? Have you seen her shape? The figure? Makitu, that babe is outstandingly beautiful.
Shut up. All I know is that you have been lost in after your late father's wife, even while he was alive. You are sick.
How dare you?
Get from me now before it consumes you.
Makitu, do you know what? You are fired. How dare you talk to me like that?
Edmond, you cannot fire me, for I already made up my mind to leave. Working with your father was a mistake, and staying with you would be a disaster.
You are so lucky that I did not come down with my gun. I would have blasted your head open right now.
Edmond, you cannot kill me. And neither remind you, or rather advise you, not to come for me. Because if you try it, if you dare, I'm going to turn you off.
Mom, you're welcome. August visitor. Oh, this is your glass, eh? I'll take mine with this. Can I go to my call the quaka? You can have your drink, eh?
Thank you.
You visited. Your friend, the prodigal princess, is back in the palace. Are you aware?
Yes, I am. I was with her yesterday at the palace, and she was lamenting so bitterly.
Why is she lamenting now? When she knows she is the core architect of her misfortunes. Listen, she shouldn't be allowed to hold anyone responsible.
How do you mean? She was married to Onwa.
Excuse me, what are you talking about? Which marriage? She wasn't married to anyone. The so-called marriage to Silas Ilo was a mere aberration.
An aberration? What a very strong word to use.
Vivian, let me ask you one question or two.
Okay.
To whom was her bride price paid? To the elders who destroyed this land. Who gave her out in marriage? The same evil elders. You see, my happiness is that finally we saw how they ended up. You see, your friend, the princess, she needs to thank her stars, because she would have died in the process.
You are sounding as if the youth executive had already discussed it in a meeting.
We have not.
We're only trying to console a sister. You know? We cannot share in her pains. She was never married. That is an obvious fact. And her prayer now should be, let the right man come for her, whom she can call her own.
Don't forget she's beautiful.
She is. Take your drink, please. Obuefi, I am thinking that we should go ahead with our original plan of crowning Ikednibo the king.
This land is terribly desecrated.
Sure.
And I am waiting for things to be put on proper perspective. Things like the breeze of deceit and evil that filtered into this kingdom.
And you're waiting for that breeze to travel very far from here before we can think of anything.
But my concern is, when will this time be?
Listen, the men, all the men who perpetuated the sacrilege, all of them must present themselves for spiritual cleansing. It must happen before we can think of any coronation.
I see. I see. That reminds me. Someone told me he saw you taking cows to Ajanugu and Obimbako.
Exactly. You have a problem with that?
I'm just asking them.
Those are cows. Cows we promised to the ancestors. We pleaded with them that if they will allow what was stolen from us to be restored, that we are going to give them cows. And that's exactly what they did for us, and that's why we took the cows to the deities that you just identified.
Okay.
The ceremony will start by 2 p.m. today, and everyone is invited. I know you can.
Today?
Go and tell other people. Let them gather that place so we can celebrate.
Thanks to the gods. So.
Yeah, I know you can.
Thanks to the gods.
Yeah.
My prince, I am really happy for you.
Thank you. You know, Obimbako and Ajanyuku yesterday were filled with people who were genuinely happy. You could see Omungene come to life again. The youth came out en masse. I was shocked. They were there, dancing merry. You know, we had 3 cows. And you missed. You missed. You should have been there. You should have been there. You missed. You missed. But however, it turned out well. It turned out well.
Good to know. Good to know.
It turned out well.
You have really won the battle.
Thank you.
You can see how all your enemies are all perishing.
You know that what is happening right now to these men were not my original intention. My hope was that, you know, we can all be alive and witness a new Omunge. These men brought this upon themselves. That's just the truth.
And everyone is aware of that. And based on what has happened, you will equally need to hold the big ceremony here in the palace. And I, Ndulwe, will be donating 1 million naira to that.
Thank you, Ndulwe. Ndulwe, thank you very much. As for another ceremony, we'll have to hold off on that for now. And watch all unfolding events get to the climax before we can reconverge again and celebrate. But at that point, I'd like to have the love of my life, Belinda, aside.
Belinda, cheers to that.
Cheers.
You are the great man of my kingdom, and that is why I always come to you. I have discussed extensively with the prince, and I am in a position to confirm to you that he is not happy with the deaths.
And no one is happy with the death. Because those men went too far in their determination to prove that the gods are dead. And the gods are not dead.
Of course, I know. I know.
So the gods decided to prove themselves by themselves. That is it. So there is no other option than I have to tell you, go to the prince, tell him to take things easy. Let him not get angry at all. So,
I believe as the eye of the gods, you know more than us. So you should be able to tell me what is the way forward.
The way forward is that the men have not actually made up their mind to come to me, at least for purification and cleansing.
Rather, they are planning for that more onslaught, wanting to continue in their evil way, in their mistakes. And that is why the gods are watching them. The gods decided to keep quiet and watch. And my very self, at my position, I am equally sitting, watching them from afar.
Okay, as you are watching them from afar, are you confirming to me that you can then go ahead and start planning for the coronation?
I have not confirmed such, and I will never confirm such. At all. Because there is no peace in the air at the moment. There must be peace, first and foremost, before any king will emerge and survive it. Because the emergence of a new king definitely will bring down the peace. Yes. So, those men, instead of having a rethink, are continuing in undermining the gods, undermining the activities of the gods. Yeah. So, I just have to tell you this. From my angle, we have to sacrifice more days. We need to wait for more days, possibly weeks, or maybe as it pleases the gods. Maka na gwalumfasi nana ha gbo zori obi na ejiri gwa Dikeh aka maka na gwo nwatara nje na tupo ya afọ no nwatakwa ugazi ogbukpo ya anya.
What sort of insult is this?
I don't understand. What do you mean insult? This is Martins. Your fiancé, the one that I know. You know, I saw him standing outside. And he also told me that he's been calling you and you have refused to take his calls. And then Ezazu told me that he was instructed by you not to let him into the premises. I wonder what is going on.
So Ezazu actually executed my instruction and you still brought yourself in here? What exactly do you want here?
I don't get this, princess. Wait. Did you actually leave an instruction not to let me in? What did I do?
Oh my God. What part of I am not disposed to see you don't you understand?
Are you okay?
Asanze, are you fine? Is your madam okay?
Ikedinibo, please stay out of this. And you? Are you dumb? Can't you read the handwriting on the wall? Don't you know when a woman has interest in you and when the interest has evaporated? I haven't picked your call in days. Didn't that tell you anything? Well, if you're done with Ikedinibo, your host, you might as well take yourself out of this palace. Rubbish.
What's going on here?
You did absolutely nothing wrong to me. I was just being a fool.
Greetings, my princess.
What is it?
One Edmond that introduced himself as the son of your late husband is outside. He said he wants to see you.
He's outside now?
Yes, my princess.
All right, bring him in.
Thank you, princess.
I know that you'll be wondering what I came here to do.
I will advise you go straight to the point. I don't have all day.
Okay. I will start by saying I am sorry.
You're sorry? For what exactly?
For the request. It dawned on me that I should not have made that request. A lot of things are going wrong in my business front. I made an inquiry and they say that your father is angry with my family And that he would destroy everything we have if I don't make this move.
How possible is that? I mean, where exactly are you driving at? My father died last year and he has been buried, so what are you saying?
Your father was a king. He still has his eyes on his family. I want to pay for damage. Yes. I want to pay for the pain and frustration my father caused you. They say that you must forgive my family before your father will loosen the spiritual grip he placed on my family.
And what makes you think my forgiveness will be based on what you can pay?
Nothing actually. I just felt I should not approach without a tangible offer. Princess.
No, you don't have to kneel. You don't have to. Edmond, listen. I do not have anything against you. As a matter of fact, I have forgiven you. You don't have to pay anything. I have moved on with my life. And I will advise you to do the same.
Thank you.
Ezazu will see you out when you're ready to leave.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Okay. Thank you. What a beautiful woman my father got for himself. She is not as greedy as I thought.
I have been waiting for you to say something about our daughter and you're not doing anything.
What do you want me to say?
With all that has happened, don't you think it's time for you to go and bring our daughter back home? Eh? She's still a daughter of Umung in a kingdom and attached to this family. See, in all honesty, you are treating that girl with so much contempt and I don't like it too.
Let me be sincere with you. I have been thinking about this all this while. But I lack the face to open the discussion. If not that she stood her ground, my daughter would have been a widow by now.
May God forbid.
That is what we will always say. But you agree with me that I was more of a beast. I did not consider all that she was saying. Thank God she resisted me to the last.
It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. Eh? Because of what was going on then, we all thought that Silas was the best for her. Now we know better. You need to go and bring her back. I mean, I am a Parisian alone. Eh? She's still our daughter. I want our family to come back the way it used to be. Pikonunu, need my daughter back home. Let's go get seen on lazy.
It's okay. This one you are in the house, this end. You don't need to ask if there is problem because obviously there is. I'm on my way to Nzake Kuchonwa's house. We need to find a solution to our problem. Listen, I had a terrible dream last night. I can't explain it. Nothing is working at all. Same here, my brother. Same here. I don't understand either. We don't need to waste time. Let's go. Let's go and meet him.
I was thinking of calling a meeting. But I'm glad we all gathered on our own.
Nzake Uchowa, a man whose house is on fire does not go after rats. Listen, something is wrong somewhere. And we cannot continue to pretend as if nothing is wrong.
Nzokeke, we all need to understand that we are all in this problem together. You know my son Chigozie, the one with his senior brother at Nkbo, helping him with his business.
Yes, we know him. What about him?
Chigozie took ill mysteriously. And from all indication, it is obvious it is not something hospital can handle. His brother has been restless ever since then. I have been thinking of going to Nkbo myself. But then, I think all is not well with me. I hardly sleep at night. It is from one nightmare to another.
Same here, Nze. We are all experiencing the same problem. In fact, as I talk to you, I don't sleep at night because I am afraid of nightmares.
So what do we do now? Now, let us humble ourselves and go to the chief priest.
What will the people say? Don't you think they will report us in the church?
What have they done since we shot ourselves in the legs? Let the people say what they like. We must take the bull by the horn. It is our problem.
That's it.
And we must solve it together.
Listen, I'm ready. We can even start going from here.
Makana oke dị ochi na-eri ji n'ogbe. Makana onye ọnwụnwa oku na-eri ya n'ibe n'ibe. Agwọ fruit na-emapụ ya afọ na onweta ọgazi ọpụkpọ ya anya. I said there is something. Agwọ fruit mbe emoji ya onu. Agwọ fruit na-etufu ya afọ na ọpụkpọ ọgazi ọpụkpọ ya anya. Ogumagana, the chameleon, said this. For the fact that the forest is on fire will not make me lose the dignified walking steps of my fathers. I intentionally decided to wait for you because the moment Eneke the bird starts flying without perching, then the hunter, the shooter, will equally begin to shoot without aiming.
Obuevi Wizoba. 9. Please. We are here with grieved hearts. We are here for solutions. All we've been hearing since we got here are proverbs.
Yes, Ezemo. Please, the eyes of the gods, speak to us in the language that we can understand. Please.
And proverbs we cannot do without. Proverbs we can never do without. Two things are involved. First and foremost, you have to go to the very one you offended and tender an apology. Yes. Secondly, all of you must be prepared to pass through the great sacred and ancient ritual of marking of tongues. Ikamanile. You were parading yourselves as Nzenozo, while you are not. So by passing through the sacred and ancient ritual of Ikamanile, you will become part of the Zenozo group. Failing to do that, It means you go and announce to the entire people of Umungene that you are no longer part of Zenozo group. I repeat, you have to go around the entire kingdom of Umungene and let the people know that you are no longer members of Zenozo group. Really wish if you refer to yourselves as Zenozo anymore in this land without doing what I've asked you to do, that is the marking of tongue, the ancient sacred ritual of Ikamanile. Very wish to undergo the ritual of ancient and sacred Ikamanile, marking of tongues. What you will see, what you will pass through, what you will experience will be more deadly, will be more dangerous than what they saw. What you will see, what you will pass through.
Boy, thank you, Dalo.
Exactly, Obuefi. That is why we are here. Yes. We did not even go back to our various houses. Yes. Immediately the chief priest said all that he said, we decided to come see you immediately. Please, make it easy for us. Oh, Bikokene.
Obuefi, please, we are sorry for our past behaviors. Biko, temper justice with mercy.
Yes, Obuefi.
Biko.
Obuefi, if we can temper the Abakutente, no. Obuefi, please, we are ready to change our ways for good. Please.
The last time the elders were in my compound, they came to warn me to desist from the truth. Finally today, elders are here in my obi to embrace the same truth. I am indeed very impressed because it shows we are making progress in the kingdom.
Exactly, Obuefi. We've made progress. We have known the truth. But our peace is being taken away. We are being tormented by forces that we cannot explain.
Those are the forces that keep the land. Yes. Even Jesus the Christ in your Bible, if you ask those that read Bible, they will tell you that he mentioned of principalities and powers in the Bible and went further to talk about some spirits in high places. Who are the principalities? Who are the powers? You may not be able to understand. But let me ask you. Now, if you are not at peace with the principalities that are in charge of a particular area, how can you live in peace there?
Let us not go into all these esoteric dimensions. You could tell us what to do to be free again.
Exactly what the chief priest already said. Chief priest has already told you what you are going to do. I cannot add anything. Okay. The prince was the person you offended, not me. The prince is determined to restore sanity in our land. Therefore, if now you have decided to be right at the same page with the prince, I think you have to go to him and explain yourselves. Let me tell you, the prince is a nice guy. He's going to listen to you. Okay?
Obuefi, Biko, if I may ask, are you going to go with us?
Yes. Yes. Go with you, there's no problem. But if you want to move me, you are going to move me with a ram and the 10 tubers of yam.
Oh, Obuefi. Achilo ruku pieze. Onezi ka amuta namu.
Chubaziano.
Neke na anya nume biko genengo. Biko. Biko.
Hey! 1 giant ram, 10 tubers of yam.
Please, I don't want to talk about my father. Can we just talk about our victory?
Belinda, my darling, calm down. Listen, this victory is a victory for all of us so that we can move on. As the good people of Umungene, it is not a victory so that we can hold animosity against anyone. Huh?
You're right, my prince. You know I can never argue with you. But I'm not just going to pack my things and leave my uncle's house back to my father's house. He has to call my uncle to apologize. That is the only way my uncle will believe that he's truly sorry for making the house unbearable for me.
True. I see sense in what you're saying. And I am sure that your father would not have a problem with apologizing.
You know my father is very stubborn. And it's that stubbornness that got us to where we are right now.
My love, calm down. Listen, it is a new era in Omongene, and we must learn to forgive. Not just forgive, but forgive and forget. Okay? Your father will do what is right. Okay? Of course, babe, you know I love you. Eh? I love you so much, and I can't wait to hold you in my arms forever.
And I love you too, my prince. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you.
Belinda. I'm sure it's that your man that always keep you company through phone calls.
Yes, uncle. He's the best thing that has ever happened to me.
Oh, I love that. Relax. Be happy. I'm going somewhere. See you later.
Okay, uncle.
I am very glad that finally we are sitting like this again in the palace right before the prince. I am indeed very delighted.
Although it cost us 1 ram and 10 tubers of yam to bring you here with us, we are still happy we have you here.
Akebujonga, please, don't stand that way. Don't make it appear as if I have defrauded you. That is not the case. What you gave me is my entitlement as the only properly initiated Onyen Zenozo in Umungene presently. By the time you submit yourselves and pass through that same process of Manile, you all will be qualified to make same demand from other people.
My prince, without mixing words, we are sorry. We erred grievously by believing there are no gods and ancestors, by believing we can abandon the ways of our fathers and replace them with something else. We learned the hard way. We seek for your forgiveness. Please.
My prince, it is said that when a man defecates on his way up, that when coming back, he will be accosted by flies. We are indeed ashamed of ourselves. It is greed for money that made us do what we did. We are sorry, my prince.
My prince, we have realized our mistakes. And we are ready to make amends.
Yes.
Thank you very much, elders. You have all spoken well. I'm with you. Darling. You're welcome. I am very happy that we're all privileged to be seated here today to devise ways in which this beautiful community can move forward. All I ever wanted was peace, unity, and justice. Collecting bribes, sleeping with all the people's wives, depriving the less privileged of their rights, selling lands in our community and sharing the money amongst yourselves, collecting money from dubious politicians to perpetuate evil in Omungene, does not in any way make for good qualifications for someone who calls himself an elder in council. Talk more of one who claims to be an Uzenozo. It is not right. But all of that happened because we neglected the ways of our fathers.
Definitely.
Let me ask you. You all connived and watered down the prestigious and also monetized it. I made it available to all these little boys who come here to flaunt cash right in front of you. Even the Bible admonishes evildoers from perpetrating evil.
In many places.
We cannot live like that, you know, Mungena. For it is not right. And let me ask you, these men that you all collected monies from and made them believe that they were part of this fictitious organization that you set up, that you called in Zenozo Group, are they here right now to protect you from the wrath of the gods? They are not here. Why? Because they feel they got what they paid for. And right now they are out of the picture. And you're here to face the brunt and live with the consequences of the actions that you have taken. But let me remind you all that if this man had gone through the ancient practice of Ikamanile, not only would they have acted accordingly, but they would have acted differently.
Utu according.
My prince, we are ready to go through the process.
Yes.
Yes. Now.
I'm happy to hear that. There is this beautiful adage that you use very often. It says na osita de bamba.
Oh, the balubo.
Not the babo. It is good that we have all agreed. I shall speak with the chief priest and we will pick a date. And I'll get back to you.
That you don't judge a book by its cover. Honestly, Oboife, you are a good man.
Thank you. But actually, I am a man who is committed to peace. Absolutely. You may call me the most misunderstood man in this kingdom. I will not be far from the truth. I don't have any problem with anybody. My only problem is I hate to see things being done the wrong way. I hate to see people leading other people astray. That was my main problem with letting Zobiora. Because to him, everything was money. Everything was money to the human being. This is now a new era of peace. And we shall all live long to enjoy it. We shall all live long to enjoy it. That is it. I think I completely agree with you. You know, one thing about people must never forget is that the tradition of a people is their secret unto success. Show me a people that abandon their tradition and I will show you a people that are destined for doom.
A compendium of knowledge.
This is a new era in our life, like you said, and we have to live to enjoy what is coming. I think we have to.
Honestly.
Let us share for the new beginning. No, I think I'm. I think it's the channel that work. I think I want to go. What will you know? One.
My prince, you are welcome.
Thank you very much, Mazi. Thank you. It is good to be here. Dalumazi, thank you very much. And I also want to thank you for allowing her stay with you through these times. You see, I would have been here earlier, but a lot was going on in Omongene that required my presence.
My prince, I hold nothing against you. She's my daughter.
And I know both of you were talking over the phone several times each day.
He would not let me rest.
That is because your voice kept me going, baby. Thank you for standing by me through those times.
You're welcome, my lord. And if I had the opportunity to do it again, I would do it over and over and over again.
Anyway, I had all that happened. Look, sometimes things like this happen, but all is for good. But I'm really proud of you two for not giving up on your love.
There was no way we could have given up on each other. We knew from the deepest part of our hearts that we wouldn't be able to live without each other. Everything is fine now. Peace has returned to Umongene. The elders have accepted to do what they vehemently disagreed with and rejected. So we're all fine now.
That is a good news. And I know that nothing will ever stop you from taking her as your wife.
Nothing will stop me. However, I'm still waiting on her father, Ichie Lobutife. He has a role to play in all of this. But as soon as he does what he's meant to do for us, we shall become man and wife.
Oh, my prince. That will be great.
Let me get you something to eat real quick before you head to Mungo.
Because you know how much I have missed your cooking.
I'll be back soon.
All right, baby.
Thank you. I'm coming, Uncle.
Well done. My prince, once again, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Nze. Ilo putif.
Yeah, now let me tell my caniches.
Nze Ilo putif.
My prince.
The one who, as an ordinary Ichie, refused me her daughter as a wife. You have come to see me today. No, you're welcome to my palace. To what do I owe this visit?
You know I feel very pained hearing that. But now everything is settled. And that is why I have come to apologize to you. I am sorry.
It's fine.
Destiny can be delayed, but cannot be changed.
Right.
Now I know that you and my daughter are destined to be together. You have my full support.
Dalo.
I've accepted you as my son-in-law again.
Dalo.
And I promise to make up for the time I wasted for you.
It is fine, Onyanze. You wasted no time at all. We went through an ordeal that was necessary for proper understanding so that we can move forward as a people. So it is fine. But let me take this special gift as my first gain for having you join the prestigious Zenozo group in Omonge. Once again, you're welcome. And speaking of your daughter, I want you to know that things are fine with us. We kept talking, we kept communicating. Even all through the times that, you know, the tension was high, or we went through that phase of unnecessary politics, we were talking. Because our love for each other is real. I love your daughter. She's my queen. I will always be my queen.
I am happy to hear that. Thanks immensely for what you have done for us.
You're welcome.
I know exactly what to do.
Right. I trust you. For the first time, let me entertain you.
My prince, don't bother. Don't bother.
Welcome, Papa.
I am really sorry for what I did to you, my daughter. I thought I was making the right choice for you. I never knew I was wrong. Thank God you stood your ground. I have given my consent to proceed with the one you love, the heir to the throne of our Umungene. Come with me so we can make all things right again.
There is nothing to add, my in-law. You are indeed a man of words. You summarized everything in one presentation. Thank you for coming. You are going now with her.
Just like that, Uncle. Without any apologies to you. I mean, to be honest, I don't need any apologies from him, but you deserve an apology.
Belinda, my daughter, that is where you got it wrong. I need none of his apologies. Rather, you are the one that needs the apology. And he has rendered a wonderful one. My in-law, once again, you are welcome. You are welcome. Thank you. Let's go in. I'm surprised we are conducting this business outside. Let's go in. Let's go. You are welcome.
Oh, stubborn man.
Hey, Adam. We are so sorry for what we did. Biko Bagala. Eh? Forgive us. God knows why all those things happened.
It's okay, Mother. I miss my parents.
I miss you too. No, don't come back. You know what? I prepared your favorite. Unripe plantain with fresh fish, garnished with tomatoes and fresh pepper.
Are you serious?
Just for you. It's okay, I'll go and dish it
What of my own favorite? Or am I not the one that went and brought her back?
I don't have your time now. Let me go and tend to my daughter.
Oh.
We are coming.
Like daughter, like mother.
That's it.
Thank God for everything. Oh. At least peace can be restored.
Yeah, I'm so happy you're back. See how you're shining. This vacation is so good on you. Well, see how you're glowing.
You call that a vacation?
Of course.
Okay. But girls, I missed you too.
Missed you too. But you didn't try. You just disappeared.
I'm sorry. It was a situation of things at the time. But I'm back now.
So baby girl, give us the gist.
Well, the gist is as simple as ABC. You're now looking at the new queen of Umungene.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir.
So you are still getting married to the prince?
Of course, and very soon too.
Wow.
Thank you. And guess what? My once disappointed father is now so excited he can't even wait.
So everything is settled now?
Yes.
My friend, I am so happy for you.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you too.
Thank you.
We'll miss you. And we also have a surprise for you. You remember we told you we are going back for our HND? We were offered admission.
I am so excited! Oh my God! This calls for celebration!
Yes, it's called for celebration. And we're going to have guest hangouts.
Yes,
before Her Royal Majesty leaves to her husband's house.
You are absolutely right. Let me go inside, get my phone, get a bag, and change my shoes. Yay! We're celebrating!
Already. She's so fine. So happy for her.
Honestly, Bisim, I don't understand this. Who is this man and why is he kneeling in front of me?
This man has been forgiven by the princess because he has begged her. And according to what he told me, made me to understand that he pleaded with her and she forgave him. But my prince, please,
Something is really wrong somewhere. This family is really sinking. I would want you to step in now as the prince. Your father, His Royal Majesty, Ezomiligwe VI of Umongene Kingdom. I think he has risen against his family. I am begging you, please, please, pity this repented brother. Please.
You have made me more confused. What connection does this young man have with my father?
Huh? What exactly is going on here?
My princess, it's the same thing I begged you before. You have forgiven me, but your father is still angry with my family. We are at the verge of bankruptcy. I have been told that the prince has to pray for me with the crown of the king before the anger of the king will free my family.
Well, if it's something you feel like doing, then you go ahead and do it. I have already forgiven him and I have moved on with my life.
No, my princess, please. You see, this thing, you don't really need to leave it for your brother alone to do. Please. This is a request they are making from the entire family. And it will take a unanimous prayer from this family to free this man from what he's passing through. I beg you. Because the father had already paid for his manipulations. And please, so that he won't suffer too much. Because
who is your father?
His father was Silas Ilo.
Oh.
Obuko ndu ayi ndu nwoke ndu nwanyị ayi adu n'ụgwọ fọnụrụ ohiyo Ogbuefi asụsụ wepụ ahụ ka obodo dum oke mmadụ si wepụ ahụ na ọ ga-adịrị gị mma n'ihi ejiri obodo nụrụ obodo asị m ka ga mụrụ ma jiji amụ na akwụkwọ jiri je ka iji je ha na ndị ọdị n'ihu ị nọghị n'azụ ọdị n'azụ ị nọghị n'ezi ihu ngwo ngị ji ekonye akwụ na ahị n'ahụ mosi buru wata ukwe asị m ikuku buru ya o ka m gọrọ onwe m wetere n'ubi m ya ndeta ya oso nte ebe mmadụ ka nneta ya nnu iji ejiri obodo nụrụ obodo ndị mbụ ndị egede ndị ji eji ozi ndị ji ayi eji ozi ndị na-ejiri ozi ndị jere ejiri ayi ozi asị narakwa na ụfọdụ wee na oji ya taa ya n'ogbe ka anyị taa ya n'ibe n'ibe ka anyị gụrụ ka o ji esi ire o lekwa nụrụgwa ọfọ nụrụ ohiyo ihe bụ aka ete na dị ya bụ ihe ndị afụ na ndị anyị ji afụ ndị anyị ma na ndị anyị ji anyị marụ ihe Ogbuefi si wepụ aghụghọ oke mmadụ
Odogwu, he will be getting married to his woman tomorrow. And we are planning to crown him king the next Ekemake day.
Echinka.
Ishi.
We lodge.
Na lodge.
Oh. Eze chiri mbosi eke echicha ahụ kere ahụ kerecha ahụ ya kere gaba o kere na-aga n'ihu. I don't have a problem with that.
Good. I actually came to find out where you want the connection to take place. Or should we go to the central deity? Or is it going to happen at Ubimbako? Where? So that we know where to set up the occasion.
Ogbuefi si wepụ ahụ anaghị eji ọkụ achọ efe maka na efe n'onwe ya bụ ọkụ. Ife agba n'aka anaghị eji enyo enene ya maka ọ na-abụ ekwu ife ọjọọ ọjọọ tọba ọnụ ma ekwu ife ọma ọma ọnụ mma ọ pụtara onwe ya ụfọ. You see, it would have taken place at Obimbako. Had it been it is a different family that will be producing the new king. But since it is the prince, the son of the late king, everybody called him, therefore, the ceremony would definitely take place in his father's obi in the palace.
That makes everything easy for me. I will set all the machinery in motion, and then on that market day, I will come to pick you here by 10 a.m. That is if you will be ready.
Don't worry about myself. No. Yes, for the birds of the sky, they can always find their way to any tree, including the greatest of the trees and labor. So I don't have a problem. I will find my way to the palace. I can always find my way to the palace. Yes.
Yeah?
My good friend.
As a crown prince of Umungene Kingdom, and as the heir to the throne, I decree total forgiveness. I hold this crown over your head. Whatever forgiveness and healing that you seek through this crown, that you shall get.
You see.
Whatever wave of anger from my father that is crippling the fortunes of your family, may it be reversed after this.
You see.
So shall it be on Eke Market Day. So shall it be on Ori Market Day. So shall it be with you on our 4 Market Day. So shall it be on Onkwo Market Day. Young man, look at me. I decree here and now that you are forgiven, and you shall live to the fulfillment of your destiny.
You see,
you are forgiven.
They are with me.
Thank you, my prince. Thank you for a benevolent gesture. I will not forget this until I die. Thank you. I will remain a friend to this royal family.
Go in peace.
Martins, when did you come back?
I'm just coming back. I'm so sorry that you have to pass through such experience. Something in me asked me not to marry anyone else. That I still have a chance with the one that I love. I'm very much single. So I came back to know if that chance is still there for me. Because you still remain the only woman that I have ever loved. Please, I still want you to be my wife.
How beautiful. This is indeed a day of forgiveness and reconciliation. If the both of you will oblige me and kneel here, I'd like to say a few words of prayer. In my capacity as the prince, an heir to the throne of Omongene. I hold up over your heads the crown of my father. And today, I bless this union. We are indeed thankful for this reconciliation. And for everything happens for a reason, and nothing stops God when he moves. Yes. Martins, you have made a beautiful decision by coming back.
Thank you.
And in my capacity as a prince and the family's representative, I tell you here and now that we shall give Asanze to you as a wife. After my coronation as king. Huh? You and your family are invited. Wow. And every other person is invited. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you. You may rise. Huh? This is indeed a very beautiful day.
Yes.
All right, this young man, I believe that you're happy. I'm equally happy. And you all are getting me a bit excited and emotional. So we just might have some refreshment. Asanze, over to you.
Nice. Yes.
Please make yourselves comfortable.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Whatever thing that we remove from the goat to make it edible for human beings, those things are good for the swine. We are here as humans. We are not swines. And we are here for something big. Whatever town that is close to some people is actually far from other people. Obodo telaka welendo dinso. The greatest tragedy that can befall any man is to wage war against his she. Onye bulu she uzo. Bobo onwe ya n'ọsọ. Today is indeed a great day. Because after the rain comes the thunder. That thunder is why we are here today. To experience the truth. Because today is that day that the truth is going to be established to be bigger than the biggest.
As Nana Habos, a dear Bineji Wadikaka. Yeah. I get a moon. Yeah. Get a moon. Yeah. Get a moon. Oh. As Naka Lagana Limbo. Today is a special day, a remarkable day in the history of Umungene. My prince.
I know the spirit of my fathers. I know they are with
As na kala kan heli ngolo. Otu akode. Ifo ju ata machi enye onu. Mungene kwenu? Yeah. Kwenu? Yeah. Kwezi wenu? Yeah. By the authority of the gods, I hereby crown you as the Omeka Fulunanya of Umungene Kingdom. Igwe. Ofom ume. Ofom ume. Iya de re kwa na oba. Ami ya de ume. The same offer I removed here when your father died. Ofom ume. The symbol of authority of kings in the Mungene kingdom. I hereby return him to this palace.
We have years of Odogu. We have years of Odogu Akataka. No, I don't want to know what I'm
Symbol of authority.
Yeah.
Kwenu?
Yeah.
Kwenu wanu?
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ogbuefi.
With the same offer I return to this palace, you are going to rule us. And you will rule us in accordance with your conviction, according to your conscience, as a man of truth. You can get your wife. Yes. Na boss very e bi na eji gwadi gaga. Maka na oke di ochi na ri ji na ogbe. Ma onye nwa oku na ri ani be ni be. Ana gwani he guli fa gure bia. Lile malungu ngwa amalo ye gele. Bambolo ezuru ko na n'ike. Bambolo ọ bụ na ezuru ọ na n'ike. Ngwa. Ana kuwa geva.
Liba ekene mo.
Igwe.
Omo ngene ekene mo.
Igwe.
Oya adịla anyị mma. Oya adịla anyị mma. My heart indeed is filled with joy. A lot would say that they will rule, but I choose to say that I will lead. Because in leadership, I am still in service to the people. Ogbuefi, you have said it all. Ogbuefi Siwapalo.
Odogu.
I hear you. It is indeed a new era for Umungene. An era of truth, an era of light. I give you all my word that I shall lead you all aright. I shall lead you beyond your imagination. If you look to my closest right, you shall see that I have also been blessed.
Wow.
With a beautiful queen.
Yeah.
My darling, From the moment I saw you, I knew that nothing will alter the love that I have for you in my heart. This is not my victory alone. This is our victory, baby. I want to say thank you to you in front of my very esteemed elders, in the presence of the people of Umungene. I want to thank you for standing by me through these times. Thank you. And I also pray that God keeps you alive so that you can unveil your plan for the women of Umungene. Thank you for being my brother.
He said,
I have made